The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Got it.
56. Mike's 56. Watch the run.
Now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. On second down, it's Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Jones now off the play fake, rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey.
Right there. 54 Mike. Danny. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Go.
Check back. Mike's 54.
Greystone, travel. Hit it.
Throwing, Jones. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Go.
Check Mike.
Go.
Mike 54. Come on, boy. You got me.
Be driven.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
54. Mike 54.
Yep.
Here we go.
Blue jaw Porkers. Hey, exit.
Looking to throw. Jones. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On second down, it's Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Hey, that QB's trash.
61, matchbox lights. 5.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
44, Mike, 44.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Tight go.
Protein spill. Look at me, zipper.
44's Mike. Check.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Switch.
Hey, Charlie.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10.
218, jump.
Hey, alert 3.
Rock it. Let go.
There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pickup of 3 brings up second and 7 at the 18-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 3, Lions nothing.
Here we go. 60 or.
Rip right. Back.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one a first down pickup of 8. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
Two-jet bomber.
Safety's creeping.
Keep gripping.
Now a handoff looking right. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
It's run, baby.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
Get it.
Throwing on second and 8. Jones finds his running back, James Conner.
Let's go.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Pull it out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Ready.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
Check
80 weapons.
hot route. Hot. Hey, switch gears.
Let's go.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Set.
They'll run on first down. Dodson, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Bravo.
54.
From the 22, Jones. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Third down and 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Go.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down now. It's Bell, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
60 outlaw, General West.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Hey, wahoo! Hey.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
64, weak. Look at me. Go. Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Hey, Foxtrot.
54's Mike. Check. Walk.
Go. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. This is Miller. Complete. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
18 Gators.
A gain of 14.
Mike 54.
First down,
Go.
Buccaneers.
BLB, let's
On first down, it's Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, watch the ball.
Jones operating from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ready up.
Mike 4-4. Hey, here we go. 6 guys.
Take Sam off. Fire.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, it's Bell. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Back to throw. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Team 6.
Rush in.
They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And this one is right down Broadway. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Jones. And some space here. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big run there by Jones. 67 yards.
Let's go. Check 26, check 26. Get it.
Now Jones. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
80 weapons. Yep. Ready.
2nd and 3. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Christian, Travis.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Jalen Mills in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
McManus's point after is good, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Yes.
They'll go again to Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Check. Walk with me forward. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
25.
They'll go with Jones. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 52.
On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Coaching spell.
13. Check 13. Check.
Ready.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And now it's 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
60 Pittsburgh. Hard.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
We go set. 15, run.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Recon, 132 fighter.
Again, it's Jones. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Check.
Go.
54.
Small.
Push him back. Hey, watch that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 6. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll try and run for it with Bell. That burst good for 20 and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Bell. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 39. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll go again with Bell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Greystone, travel.
Check.
Fire.
On first down, Bell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Second and 10. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And it's third down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Go, go.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. We own them. We own them. Hey, watch that. Check Mike, 54.
Let's go.
From the gun, Jones. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down. Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Right. Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it. Get it.
On first down, it's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Running right, Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
General West.
Right there. 54, right there.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Gets past one man. Breaks a tackle.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
Hey.
Check me out. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
Now.
They'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Here we go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Here we go again.
Hey, Echo. Look, squeeze.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on, set. 50, play.
Set.